All right, Shalom. We give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Double honors to the elders and salutations to all you brothers out there laboring in this truth. Basically, we go get real quick into a topic I started on before. It'll be the part 2 of that, and that's bitches.
That's right.
It's a simple topic, but the simplicity of Yahushua loses some of the time. So we just go touch on a few scriptures here and there and bring out a couple of points. I got the brothers Karatazah.
Shalom.
And start at 1 Ezra 4:14.
This is the book of 1 Ezra, chapter 4, verse 14. O ye men, it is Shalakia. It is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it then that ruleth them? Or who hath the lordship over them? Are they not women?
Yeah. This was a debate about who's the strongest. And one answer was the king, another answer was wine. And then another answer was women. And the scripture said, do they not have lordship over us all? And that's a very important point, because scripture say many have run out of their wits for women. Matter of fact, give me what you got, Proverbs.
This is Proverbs 31 and 1. The words of kings, Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him, what my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows. Give not thy strength unto woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Yeah. If a king is powerful and a woman can destroy him, that speaks multitudes. A king can command war. He can make war with anybody. He can have anybody's life taken. But as you see, give not thy strength to that which destroyeth kings. If you think about, our beloved King David, what was his transgression behind? Even Solomon, the wisest of them all. At the end of the day, it reverted back to the damn women.
Yep.
Keep going with that.
Back in 1 Ezra, chapter 4, verse 15. Women have borne the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land, even of the king and they nourished them up that planted the vineyard from whence the wine cometh. These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men. And without
it says that they bring glory unto men. That's self-explanatory. The scripture says, this is Sirach 26:3. It says, a good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. So basically, if you got a decent woman, that's a gift from the Most High. He's giving you a helpmeet. Huh?
You should say the same as well.
Yeah. Hold that. Okay. You keep going on that?
verse 16. Even of they came and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards from whence the wine cometh. These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men. And without women cannot men be. Yeah, and if men have gathered together gold and silver or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty?
And that's true. Men, if you're not a eunuch, you see a good looking woman, you gonna want to do something with her. Lord willing that you're not a undercover faggot, because if so, then you have no parts of this truth. But men like to get their thing off with women. especially if she's a good-looking woman. But we gotta remember that the days that we are in, everything that look good ain't good. Everything that glitter ain't gold. You know, like that song BBD back in the day, Poison. You can't trust a big butt and a smile. You fuck around, get VD, you know what I'm saying, get put on child support, or, you know, get caught up in some bullshit, because that's all these women about. They bring about confusion. Give me give me Sirach 25 and 24. One of y'all.
This is
First Timothy. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 25
First Timothy 2
and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
That's right. That's the problem. That's where the problem started. And go to Genesis 3 and 16 and 17. You get that?
This is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 13. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
That's right.
Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith, in charity, in holiness, with sobriety.
That's right. That's where all the problems started. Through women, the beginning of sin. And scripture says through her we almost died. Let me get this in Sirach since I'm close. This is Sirach 25 and 24. No, Sirach here. Yeah. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. And it's not talking about the few decent women that may be out there, because what you have the majority of these days is a bunch of raggedy bitches. I mean, that's plain and to the point, you know. And if you can give me that, you don't have it. It's like the brother got some pages missing. Give me Genesis 3:16. I forgot about that. Cause
Genesis.
give me that then. Samuel, 2 Samuel 11. Chapter 11.
This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband,
That's right.
and he shall rule over thee. And keep going. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it, cursed is the ground for thy sake, in sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life.
Right there. And that's the Lord talking to Adam and Eve. Eve got her judgment because she started this shit, and because Adam gave his strength unto that which destroyed kings for all the days of his life. These are going to be his troubles. And if you look around today, we got effeminate men, we got masculine women, all because these bitches have way too much power. Esau has basically given them authority over the man, thanks to Willie Lynch. Try to put him on a pedestal, so to speak. And you've had brothers that fell out of the truth behind these women. You got niggas like Zabak, you know what I'm saying? That chasing that box is gonna get that nigga destroyed. You know? Niggas that listen to Gehenna about, you know what I'm saying, popping a bitch in her rectum, you know, he's gonna lead a lot of brothers to the slaughter. You know? And it all goes back to what is it that you desire? Because the scripture says a woman's beauty, that a man finds no it's like it. There's nothing more pleasant than the beauty of a woman. And every time you turn on the TV, they're trying to give you images of what is supposed to be beautiful. You see these half-naked harlots being exposed, and they're programming you with, this is what's up. This is the kind of woman that you're supposed to desire. You know? And the scriptures say a whore may be known by her eyelids. You can look at these bitches and tell that they're straight proud whores. You got that?
I got something. This is Sirach chapter 9. I'm going to start at the second verse. It says, give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. Meet not with an harlot, lest thou fall into her snares. Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer, lest thou be taken with her attempts. Gaze not on a maid, that thou fall not by those things that are precious in her. Give not thy soul unto harlots, that thou lose not thine inheritance.
That's right. And man, a man will be reduced to a crust of bread by means of these whores, man. You can lose your life behind these bitches. You will lose your money behind these bitches. You will lose your mind behind these bitches. It's not a joke. You know, it seems simple, but like I said, the simplicity in Yahweh Shai has eluded a lot of us because this small area has become a stumbling block to many. You're gonna get women in the kingdom. If you're not, you know, the Don Juan type right now, don't worry about that. You know, stay focused on your first wife, your true love, which is wisdom.
That's right.
And it'll get you through all that other shit. Don't worry about these bitches. The Lord will give you your heart's desire at His time. You know, don't go out of your way trying to, you know, get some box or please one of these funky ass hoes, because if she's gonna ride with you, she's gonna ride with you. You won't have to do nothing except for what's naturally done, which is pop that bitch. And give me a Sirach 25 and yeah.
Sirach 25 and 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
Now, that came up because the brother asked about that. That's not saying you're going off if you want to have sex, because Paul said it is better to marry than to burn, and we already know how you marry a woman, you know, but just don't go out of your wits to do so. Like you said, you don't want to be praying to the Most High, let me get this bitch. You don't want to be praying to the Most High, oh, I just want to fuck her once. You know, that's doing too much. That's doing too much and not enough at the same time.
Sure.
And are you holding something?
That was back in First Ezra,
Okay.
4th chapter.
Let me get Sirach 7 and 26, and then you're still holding that.
7 and 11.
Okay. Get that. Bring out that point real quick.
This is 2 Samuel 11 and 1. And it came to pass, after the year was expired, at the time when kings go forth to battle, that David sent Joab and his servants with him, and all Israel, and they destroyed the children of Ammon, and besieged Rabbah. But David tarried still at Jerusalem. And it came to pass in an evening tide, that David arose from off his bed, and walked upon the roof of the king's house. And from the roof he saw a woman washing herself, and the woman was very beautiful to look upon. And David sent and inquired after the woman. And one said, is not this Bathsheba, the daughter of Elon, the wife of Uriah, the Hittite?
Now, somebody spoke to this man. Somebody told David who this woman was. And his brother just read, desire not a woman for her pleasure. And this is the beginning of where David began to slip up. See, we talking about bitches in the back making all this noise. So like Israel. Keep going.
And David sent messengers and took her, and she came in unto him, and he laid with her, for she was purified from her uncleanness. and she returned unto her house.
Now, there's 2 points in this. One, she didn't. It doesn't say anything about her trying to refuse David. He was the king. But it speaks not of her having any problem with laying down with King David, even though she was another man's wife. Read the next verse.
And the woman conceived and sent and told David and said, I am with child. And David sent to Joab, saying, send me Uriah the Hittite. And Joab sent Uriah to David. And went.
Basically, the point is, she spoke. She said, "Hey, I'm knocked up, and it's yours." And the way that was destroyed kings, the Most High told David, he said, "Man, I would have given you any woman." And through this whole mess, you should know the story. You know, that child died and Israel had to be afflicted. And it came back and they conceived again and we had the birth of Solomon. Who are you holding?
Sirach 7:26. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman.
Hey, that Bathsheba knew she had a husband. And like I said, there might have been more dialogue between the two of them about this matter. But she laid down with this man. And according to the law, she would have been put to death. But David was a man after the Most High's heart. So he had mercy on him for this. And this is not the first time Bathsheba, I don't want to say went afoul, but later on she asked Solomon on behalf of her other son to get let me see, what was it? You know where it's at? Absalom? No.
You talking about when he walked up to her and asked for the concubine?
Khan.
Oh yeah.
And Solomon was basically like, well, why doesn't he ask for the kingdom as well?
Yeah.
You know, she tried to deceive Solomon. Because she knew that she came, you know, somewhat humbly. I asked you this one thing and please don't tell me no. And she basically asked for the wife for her other son. And Solomon, being wise, saw through that. He was like, well, surely he's done this thing to his own death. He was trying to basically usurp the kingdom from Solomon. Just goes to show that it could also be not just the woman that you're dealing with, it could be your mother. It could be your sister. Ain't none of these women right. Bitches are scandalous.
Gotcha.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, like the song said. What you got?
This is Sirach 25:19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
That's right.
Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Yep. Hey. And all wickedness is little to that of a woman.
And another point, how in the beginning with Adam and Eve, the Lord said the man is supposed to rule over the woman. Her desire is supposed to be to you, and you're supposed to rule over her. Well, guess what? It done did a 180, man. It didn't flip the script, man. Like, now, the woman rules over the man.
That's right. And a man's desire is not to this truth, but to these motherfucking hoes.
To these hoes.
I mean, There's so many accounts of it. There's not a camp out there, I believe, that can't say that they can give you a story about a brother just losing his motherfucking mind behind a bitch. It's crazy. But that's what it is. Let me get this Sirach 26 and 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. And and if you get the good news version of this Bible that has the Sirach in it, it's, it goes off, but it actually has the word bitch. A shameless woman shall be counted as a bitch.
Yep.
And these hoes hate to be called bitches. That's what the fuck they are. Can you get that definition for me, bro?
This is coming out the American Dictionary of the English Language by Noah Webster in 1828. This is bitch. This word probably signifies a female.
17.
For the French, biche is a hen. The female of the can kind, as of the dog, wolf, and fox. A name of reproach for a woman.
A name of reproach for a woman. This is an old dictionary. Calling these bitches is nothing new. It is what it is. Because if it's a shameless woman, she's nothing less but a bitch. A dog. Just like the nations are counted as spilled. And then if you go back to the word woman, which means servant, you got that?
And if we go back up, it says this word probably signifies a female. For the French, biche is a hen. Now if we look up the word hen, it says a domestic, a servant.
That is. A domestic or a servant. So it all falls back. It ties up. It pisses me off, how these bitches get offended when you call them what the fuck they are.
Okay. Wonder why they call you bitch.
Right.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 13. They sacrifice upon the tops of the mountains and burn incense upon the hills under oaks and poplars and elms, because the shadow thereof is good. Therefore your daughters shall commit whoredom, and your spouses shall commit adultery.
Man, they said it's gonna happen. That's how these bitches are gonna get down. Get the next verse on that.
I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery.
And that's why they get away with it. Because if we were living, if we were able to keep the law perfectly, it probably wouldn't be but 5 women left in the world, because they all be put to death. But the Lord said he's not going to punish them for that. Get that in Amos.
This is Amos 7 and 17. Therefore thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line.
That's the point. Thy wife shall be a harlot in the city.
Yep. Keep it coming.
That's more. No, that's on that. That's the curses that we living under, man. So if you brothers, if you happen to be dealing with a decent woman, you know that you're supposed to do certain things. You're supposed to basically take care of your woman. It ain't just out here, pop them and pass them. Because that's going off, that's wickedness. So you gotta kind of be careful where you put your rod at, because if this bitch be pleased to dwell with you and she ain't right, you're kind of obligated by the scriptures to actually deal with this bitch. So you gotta be real careful what the fuck you sign up for dealing with these hoes, man. Because you might fuck around and pop a big booty ratchet out of lust and turn around, that bitch want nothing more than to be with you. She ain't gonna keep none of the laws, statutes, and commandments. She go smoke weed, cigarettes, eat pork all the time, celebrate all the folly days, but yet she still wants to be your bitch. And you can't put her away if she don't fuck with nobody else. That's a fucked up situation. Scriptures say a wicked woman is given his portion to a wicked man. Because you dealt deceitfully, now you stuck with this bitch.
That's why the scriptures say, If she be pleased to dwell with you, you can't put her off. You know? So you want to be stuck with that scorpion? Is that what you choose? You rather stay with that demon? That legion? You putting that on yourself at that point if that's what you really, just because of lust. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get our real righteous women until we in the kingdom, man. Ain't no woman righteous on this side, man.
That's right.
The brothers gotta put that in their head, in their mind, man.
God. Scriptures say, be it those who have wives, be as though they had none. Like, hey, yeah, it's cool, you enjoy your time with her and all that shit, but at the end of the day, your main focus is supposed to be these scriptures, man. Right. Doing the work. The scriptures say, fear the Most High and keep His commandments, but this is your duty as a whole. This is man's duty as a whole. That's your duty. If you do that, then everything else is pretty much taken care of. But if you out here trying to do it big and, you know, chase bitches, hey man, your eye is not single. You laying up your treasures and some shit that, you know what I'm saying, it ain't even worth it. These bitches is burning already, most of them. Anybody who told them? You hold something?
I was just gonna add a point. The scriptures say, when a woman does wickedness, she wipes her mouth and says she has done nothing.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I got you on that one.
Case, man.
You want me to read that?
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness.
Hey,
That's the spirit.
these hoes, man, we've seen it. Time and time again, you know. And I'm gonna put it out there like this. Like I said, I've been to the poorhouse, I've been to the jailhouse, I've been through it all behind these dumbass bitches. And I'm still learning. I'm you know, through the spirit of y'all, Bashem Yahweh, I'm starting to kind of figure it out. Bitches ain't nothing to play with. They ain't no joke, man. They ain't no joke. They will have you fucked up. They'll have you out of your mind. They'll get you kicked out this motherfucking truth. So like, not this motherfucking truth, but they'll get you kicked out the truth fucking with a motherfucking bitch. It's very serious, man. And you brothers out there that you know if you fucking up. If you got a bitch making you look at the brothers crazy, or you're dealing with this bitch just a little bit too much, if you're forsaking your brothers to deal with this bitch, or you're abandoning your responsibilities to deal with this bitch, don't think that the Lord ain't keeping records on that. It's gonna come out. And you might lose your seat.
That nigga Dominic over his wife.
Oh man, you know? I mean, and I'm not gonna get too much of that because it's just, you know, it's exposing too much. Mm-hmm. So if you brothers got one more, we can wrap it up.
Let's see.
I got one.
Bring it.
First, I don't know if y'all brothers read this, but First Esdras 4:26-27. Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and became servants for their sakes.
That's right.
Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women.
That's right.
You know?
Many. And there's gonna be many more. So, you know, with that, we'll go, you know, say, brothers, this is the last few seconds of the game, man. You gotta go hard or go home.
That's right.
Cause man, these bitches is not playing. Hey, the devil goes out seeking who he may devour. And we already know who his number one tool is to get to us brothers, man. It's these goddamn bitches.
That's right.
So with that, hey, all praise to y'all, Bashem Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the elders. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.